if someone introduced me as an economist or a statistician or a civil servant, I got treated very, very well.
Really?
You know, yeah, I know, hard though it is to believe these days, but you know, that was seen as something of status. But if I was introduced as a psychiatric patient, then it was kind of, it was doors closed and an end of conversation. And I think, of course, that has an impact on you. Yeah, it has an impact on you as a kind of late teenager, early 20s. You just get to assume that being a civil servant is a good thing and being a psychiatric patient is a bad thing.
Yeah. But you did mention that at some point you were a detained patient, which makes it sound as though you were a danger to the public.
Yeah, well, the mental health law is a bit strange. So strictly, you can be under mental health legislation, you can be detained for your own or others' health and or safety. So if an approved clinician takes the view that you may be a risk to yourself, to other people, or that you may have the potential to become a risk to yourself or other people, you can be detained. So I don't think I was particularly ever viewed as a huge risk to other people. I certainly was seen as a risk to myself. Frankly, there were times when it made me so cross I probably was a bit of a risk to other people, but that's another matter entirely. But certainly all that kind of, the way you were treated back then really didn't encourage you to talk about your mental health, your experiences, and so on.
And that stigma is still there, though, isn't it?
It is.
With if someone says they have mental health illness, I suspect there is an immediate image conjured up in people's minds, even though we're all on a mental health spectrum of some sort.
Yeah. I think it's easing. I mean, it's very different to how it was. You may find it hard to imagine, but it's a little while since I've been a teenager, even further back than the pandemic. But the world has changed a lot since I was a teenager. So the group of people who seem to be most reluctant to talk about their mental health are men of our age. We're about as bad as it gets in terms of talking about it. Newer generations are getting better and better at talking about their mental health. I think there's still a little bit of a gender difference, but broadly speaking, we are getting better as a UK society. We are getting better.